You're going back out into the field next week. So what are you going to be doing? COVID stories? What are you going to be doing?
Oh, for sure. Look, I think COVID-19 will be the story that I cover for the next 3 to 6 months. As the lead national correspondent for CBS this morning, my job is to be on whatever is the lead story. So I imagine this is consuming everything. I mean, it's so different in that people who otherwise may not watch the news and may only watch sports or whatever. Well, sports is canceled. There is no sports on,
Mm,
right?
mhm.
Sitcoms, movies, all that is stopped. Like the only thing that is sort of current and being updated today, as I look at the television now, Italy reports 793 virus deaths in the last day. That is the most in one day. So they set a new record today. Yesterday they set a record compared to the day before, and the day before they set a record compared to the day before that. Anyway, um, I expect to be on this for the foreseeable future, and people are really paying attention. And what I want to do is make sure that we bring what you need to know. I just want to forget everything about, morning shows are about getting your day started and kind of making you feel good and giving you a little fun stuff here and there. And as far as I'm concerned, like people just want the information. Like, just tell me where we are, tell me what's going to happen, tell me if we're okay, tell me what I need to worry about. And I'm anxious to be involved in sharing those facts. So I'm looking forward to getting back out.
Yeah. How do you think you'll balance? Because people want facts, but at the same time, a lot of people are saying that they're trying to measure their exposure to the news, that that it's really depressing them. And I think part of why so many people have been turning, I go to speak for myself. Like I've been more interested in watching your feeds and stuff to hear, the impact on daily lives and to kind of balance that out with, the news of Italy, etc. How do you think your coverage, how are you going to balance that?
So I really look for opportunities like the 87-year-old Marine. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I got the call saying they want to talk to you, I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my, would I like to do it? Are you kidding me? I would absolutely," because I knew that that would be a positive story of hope on a
Yeah.
relevant issue like this.
Right,
There are
right.
people who want me to follow up on the warehouse, on Alexa, on other stuff that is not related to Puerto Rico, and I always tell them, I hear you and I know it's important, but this is my front burner issue right now. And
Yeah.
so that's how I do it. That's
Yeah.
how I try and stay away from just what seems like bad news and inject the story of this gentleman who survived. But to that point, and I want to say this, I get a lot, not a lot, but I regularly get people who say, where's the good news? You're not telling the good news. Here's the thing. When you share good news, it gets about 15% of the reaction to the bad news.
Really?
Oh, yes. So here's what I say to people. You have to back up what you're asking for. If you want good news, then you have to engage and interact with the good news when it is shared and posted, and you need to make it clear that that is what you want. Because anybody can walk around complaining, but then, it's like people who complain but don't go to vote. Don't complain if you're not going to vote,
Mm-hmm.
right? Don't say I want positive, positive, positive if you're not going to engage with it. Because the engagement, there's plenty of people who want the real news. And the reality, Ms. Bonilla, is that life is really depressing in some ways. That's
Mm-hmm.
the reality of life. That's the news flash for everybody. I think the tone in which we deliver it, I think the amount in which we provide it is important to not overloading people. But as we do the positive news, I get a little frustrated because it's like, oh, you said you wanted positive news, but I didn't see any engagement on that.
Yeah. Do you want to do positive news?
I absolutely do. Because it is not only positive and hopeful for me, I believe that people benefit from it. Like,
Yeah.
here's the benefit from that 87-year-old man. We're being told that people his age are the most vulnerable, especially people who have underlying health conditions. So for him to survive it, somebody like me says, wow. For a doctor who watches the interview, they want to know, what did you treat him with? How did you
Right.
test him? How long did you monitor him? When did you do this? When did you? What antibiotic did you use? Da, 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 da. I mean, this is happening in real time. There aren't any New England Journal of Medicine articles that doctors can go and research to find out how it's been treated around the country.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, and
I'm very interested in getting
some of the studies coming out of Italy, they say that men are twice as likely to die than women from the virus. So that makes it even more exceptional, his story. Yeah.
correct, correct.
Yeah, I personally have been trying to, because I'm like a news junkie and, always, I like Twitter because I like to be angry and all of that. But in these last few days, I've been trying to balance out because I've been telling my friends who are just starting now the shutdown in New York, I'm like, oh, I'm going on week 2, and let me tell you, I got food, I got toilet paper. The hardest thing is my mood, like it just, and it's not even like concerned about me and my family because we're safe, but just about what's going to happen in Puerto Rico with the hospital system, like what's going to happen in the world and what this is all going to look like. So I decided like I had to at least see one positive story, and for me it's not just like feel good, like oh, cute puppy or something. But for example, looking at how people in Asia are starting to get back to normal, or a new normal, right? But how, there is like, there's the curve and the curve comes down,
And I agree. Pet videos are cute. But I'd rather give you some good news about the current most pressing issue, like what you're talking about.
Yeah.